Did you know that 80% of people don't know their rights when it comes to a traffic stop? That's something police rely on to gather evidence against you. Do you know what to say and what not to say to keep yourself out of a ticket? We'll find that out today. So traffic stops are routine for police. Part of their job, something they do every day. But they can ruin your whole life in a matter of minutes if you say or do the wrong things. Police are trained to get evidence out of you. They use polite, casual conversation as a method to open you up, pause, get you comfortable talking to them. But every question they ask you, no matter how innocent it sounds, is designed to gather evidence against you. Same thing with a field sobriety check. So when they have you walking the line and touching your nose and following the pen, it's not pass or fail. The process is just to gather evidence against you. There is no way to pass. So whether you know it or not, you have the right not to answer any questions. And you have the right to refuse any searches. The Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, as well as the Fourth Amendment of the Constitution, cover you in those areas. Now, they can get you to volunteer. And if you volunteer, then anything you say and anything they find is admissible. But if you don't volunteer the information, even if they get it somehow, they can't use it against you. So if you refuse to speak, that's it. The investigation stops right there. The only thing they can do is give you a ticket or charge you for what they already seen, already have evidence for on their own. There's no way to talk yourself out of a ticket, but you absolutely can talk yourself into one. And the same thing goes with searches. If they ask, hey, you don't have anything to hide, can we look around your car? The answer is no, absolutely not. First of all, you have no idea if they're a good person, because they're people just like everybody else, and there have been police officers convicted of planting evidence on people. Now, luckily for those people, the cop got caught. And I say luckily to an extent, because some of them did many, many years in prison before the cop got caught. But either way, at least justice was eventually served. But how many of them are out there not getting caught? The other thing is, you never know who left what in your car. Unless you can trust every single person that has ever been in your car. And realistically, we can't even trust ourselves. How many times in your life have you promised yourself you were going to do something and didn't do it? So even if somebody's not going to lie to you or, steal from you, that doesn't mean that they're reliable. That doesn't mean they didn't accidentally drop something in your car because they weren't paying enough attention. So just don't do it. At least that's my way of thinking. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a police officer. Full disclosure, I was raised by police officers. Both of my parents and my grandfather were all police officers. But I am not one, nor was I ever one, or an attorney. So I am not qualified to give you advice that you want to get from an attorney. But that's the whole point of keeping your mouth shut. If you don't talk, then you go to an attorney and you explain the situation. They know exactly what to say to minimize any damage that you may have caused. Uh-oh. Let's hope I don't get to demonstrate right here.
Ay, Douglas Antonio,